What happens when you come all the way to Hong Lim Complex and you have forgotten that it's actually closed for renovation until next year? Well, I guess you just go back hungry, I guess. Or join me after the intro. Welcome to another QuickBites adventure with Getting Lost. And today, as you can see, Hong Lim Complex, Hong Lim Food Centre, Hong Lim Bak Kut Teh is still under renovation, so you cannot get any of the good food here. The renovation will be completed only by next year, so next year you can come here and eat. But before that, what do you do if you came here and you have forgotten this under renovation? What you can do is you can head here, which is next door, and this is Chinatown Point. And in Chinatown Point, there's lots of restaurants that you can eat at. Of course, you'll be paying restaurant prices, but what to do? You need food to eat. So here are some recommendations. The first place you can try is Tai Fung. And Tai Fung, as you know, is a restaurant that actually came from Taiwan, but now is famous for all around the world, with branches all around the world. And here in Singapore, you can also eat here. And one thing interesting is you can actually come to the window and see how they actually fold the steamed dumplings. You can have a show before you eat. And what you do is you just come to this counter here, get a number. They also give you a menu. You can decide what you want to eat, and then once your number is called, you'll be seated inside there somewhere. And so what can you get here? Well, they're actually famous for their steamed pork dumplings. And you can also order pork dumplings, steamed buns, noodles, rice, soup, desserts, lots of different items. But what we're going to do here today, we're going to have, of course, their steamed pork dumplings, which is a must to get here because that's what they're famous for. And like I said earlier, don't expect this to be cheap. You're eating at a restaurant. But one of the must get when you come here is the fried rice with pork chop on top. The pork chop here nicely seasoned and flavored and goes very well with the fried rice. The fried rice is very well fried and delicious. You can taste the egg. Nice, well done fried rice. One of the things that you must get when you come here. And now we'll start our dumpling feast. So we're going to have a wide variety of dumplings. And the first one here, we have wonton in soup. So what you have here is you have a thin skin. Then you have inside the wonton, this dumpling, you have pork meat and prawn, and you cook it in a soup. Here, the wonton is just okay. Nothing really special about it. It's just an average wonton. Taste-wise, just okay. And if you open up the wonton, you can actually see that there is pork meat and also a prawn in the wonton or the dumpling. Skin is nicely soft, everything is just okay. And another version of their steamed dumplings is this version here, which is the prawn one, and is steamed in a bamboo case. Here you can see you have nice skin, and then you have a prawn on top, and inside there you have meat, pork meat. Here the dumplings here also quite interesting. And another one here is a different type of wonton or dumpling, where instead of having soup, you actually douse it with vinegar and chili oil. and a bit of spring onions. But here it's much more pungent flavor. You have a strong vinegar flavor and chili oil, and it's much more of a burst of sourish flavor to the dumpling. And then we also have the, what you call this, this is the steamed pork dumpling, but this is the pork with crab, and the next one is just the normal steamed pork dumpling. And I'm just give you an example of how I eat my xiao long bao, or this pork dumpling. And what I do is, first of all, I make a small little hole at the bottom of the dumpling to let all the soup that's inside the dumpling comes out. I'll put it on the spoon and let it drip it all out. So the first thing you do is you drink the soup, because if you take it immediately when it comes out, it may burn your lips. But this way you can cool it down a bit. So after you drink the soup, then you take the dumpling and you dip it into the vinegar ginger mixture sauce there, you see there. And after that, you just put it into your mouth and eat it. You can put it all in your mouth at one go. People do that. Or alternatively, you can also just bite and suck up the soup before eating the dumpling. But that's just another way of eating. Best way to eat dumpling is your way. And so this is just one of the places you can come to have lunch or dinner. And another place that you can come to is also this place here called Tendon Hokaku. And here they sell tendon. And you can actually see there that the kitchen, you can actually see through the kitchen and see how they prepare the food. And this is the whole restaurant. So just get in line, wait to be seated. They will find a seat for you and sit down, place your order and just wait. And this is just the seating arrangement in the restaurant. Quite basic wooden decor. And here is the tendon. Okay, so what is tendon? Tendon is basically deep fried vegetable and seafood. You eat this together with rice. And what happens is they actually pour on a nice sweet soya based sauce onto all these ingredients here to give it extra flavor. Here, what I do like is the seafood. The seafood here is fresh. Even the squid, they're actually nice and soft when you bite into it. The vegetables all cooked very nicely, deep fried very nicely, crispy, crunchy, with a very nice sweet soya sauce based sauce that they pour onto the tendon, all the deep fried items, and then also on the rice. It flavors the rice perfectly, and it's a very delicious meal. And they also give you a bowl here where you actually just put in the deep fried items so that you can reach your rice. And lastly, before we go, we are going to Song Fa Bak Kut Teh. They actually have a branch here at Chinatown Complex. This branch here, if you come here during lunchtime or dinner time, unfortunately there will be a long queue. They also have another branch across the road, which is the non-aircon one, which I think is the original branch. And like you see here, I told you, this place will be packed full with people and a long queue waiting outside to eat the food. So if you do come here, you do have to come early. And what they serve here is Singapore style Bak Kut Teh. So you normally eat Singapore style Bak Kut Teh with either a bowl of rice or a bowl of mee sua, which they put into the mee sua the peppery soup. And there you have it, the pork ribs. And accompaniment, you also can have stewed peanuts. And here you have braised intestines. Then you also have the liver in the soup. This is Bak Kut Teh. This is the one with the pork ribs, which is normally all you must order when you order that. This is pork belly, stewed pork belly, also very good. Then you have some preserved vegetables, the pig trotter, which they also do very well here. The pig trotter, the Singapore style Bak Kut Teh, and you eat it together with deep fried dough. And if you want, you can also have chicken feet. So they have lots and lots of different items here for you to try the Singapore style Bak Kut Teh. And here's the miso I told you about in the peppery soup. All in all, a very good and filling meal. Expensive but good. I gave you 3 suggestions for where to eat if you came to Hong Lim before the renovation is finished. Remember, renovation ends on the 31st of December. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me for this QuickBites adventure. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, share and subscribe to my video. And lastly, but the most important thing, the thing that you have to do is to join me for my next food adventure. See you then. Bye bye.